Little-known forensic fact, tongue prints are as distinctive as fingerprints, so I can be useful in the field.
Let's stick to facts.
The rods in the human eye are sensitive enough to detect the light emitted by a struck match from as much as a mile away on a clear night.
Okay, let's stick to relevant facts.
The sockets have been ground down.
Okay, that could be useful.
In the 1700s, the shad was especially valued as a delicacy.
Yeah, fascinating.
Also, I have a retentive memory.
Ah, that would explain the, informative tangents.
Do you know what large-breasted women and fish remind me of?
Be very careful what you say next, Mr. Nigel Murray.
Topless saleswomen are legal in Liverpool, England, but only in tropical fish stores.
Tangents, Mr. Nigel Murray. Tangents and diversions. Perhaps we could keep those to a minimum.
Oh. Did you know that women blink twice as often as men?
Which might be useful information if the fish hadn't eaten our victim's eyelids.
Relevance. Did you know that only 20% of Americans have passports? That's not irrelevant. Perhaps that's why there's no record of this guy, woman, having a sex change. It could have happened in, Thailand. In England, the Speaker of the House is not allowed to speak.
Anyway.
We'll show these images to Dr. Brennan.
Why?
She'll see something you missed.
No, it was murder.
Only 1% of deaths are murders.
Ah, I see. You'd like to quit this internship without losing your academic standing. Can I ask why?
It's absolutely impossible to kiss your own elbow.
And how is that relevant?
It isn't, Dr. Soren, but I'm someone who loves knowledge, and all of you are very narrowly focused. It's a good focus, I know, catching murderers. But all in all, I'd rather be like me than like you, so if you can help me out.
I'll take care of it with Dr. Brennan. We'll move on to another intern.
Did you know that over 98% of people will respond with thank you if you say you're welcome?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Vino delectable.
Conjoined twin births occur once every 85,000 births, the same frequency as hermaphroditic births.
Oh, Mr. Nigel Murray. We've so missed your insights.
Thank you.
Why were... Guys, hello. IDing them is not going to be a problem. How many sets of conjoined twins can there be?
Over the last 500 years, approximately 600 sets, over 70% women.
I did not expect him to know that.
Well, all facts are useful. It's just the context that shifts.
And decomposed popcorn.
They were killed at the movies?
I have a theory.
The circus.
Kind of stole my thunder there. But yeah, the traveling circus.
Abracadabra was first uttered to cure hay fever. Twins die an average of 10 years apart, even when they are genetically identical.
Not helpful.
Do you have any fascinating trivia on that subject?
One man's trivia is another man's wisdom. On a standard keyboard, there are over 3,000 words that can be touch-typed with the left hand alone.
It's not typed. It's handwritten.
How many can be typed with the right hand?
450. Thank you ever so much for asking me.
Please don't encourage him.
Vincent provided me with the approximate forces it would take to cause the kissing fractures to the twin skulls.
Approximately 300 pounds per square inch, which is, by the way, the same as a pit bull's bite. When Cortez conquered the Aztecs, clowns were among the many treasures he carried back to Clement VII.
Thank you.
Mr. Nigel Murray has found some additional bone anomalies. Can you explain?
Anomaly, from the Greek anomalos.
I'm thinking we could move this along a bit faster, Mr. Nigel Murray.
I found slight longitudinal fractures.
Can you send me the x-rays?
The x-rays...
They're on their way.
I was more than capable of telling her that.
I was afraid you'd start talking about Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen and the discovery of the x-ray.
November the 8th, 1895, he made an image of his wife's hand.
I rest my case. By the way, we all loved your show.
Oh, thank you. Did you hear the cheering?
In 400 BC, Hippocrates declared that disease was not caused by demons.
Great, so we can rule out demons.
Dr. Soroyan, the bones, there's more foam.
Where?
Ooh, it's spreading.
Originating from where?
The Chinese throw away 900 billion chopsticks every year.
Any relevance whatsoever?
No, none. It's, I'm a tad disoriented.
So when you spout facts, it's your way of maintaining focus?
Facts are the stitches that hold the fabric of existence together.
In that case, is it individual chopsticks or pairs?
Individual. The foam is coming from inside the bones themselves, through the periosteum. In the Dark Ages, it was believed that holding wine in the mouth while breathing through the nose would prevent the plague.
It's the best idea I've heard today. Let's work with tequila.
Uh-oh.
What?
This bone is, it's gone quite soft, gelatinous. I believe it's disintegrating.
We're losing our evidence?
How much time do we have?
Okay.
Tell me a little known fact.
What? Okay, did you know that the international telephone dialing code for Antarctica is 672?
Did you know that, Mr. Nigel Murray?
I did not.
Makes me king of the lab.
A large percentage of the monarchy are actually mentally handicapped due to inbreeding.
Can't ruin it for me. King of the lab!
What do bones have that the rest of the body doesn't?
Calcium?
Oddly enough, calcium is the 5th most abundant element in both the crust of the earth and the ocean.
Hydrofluoric acid.
Used in various pesticides, rust removers, petrochemical development to clean and brighten certain metals.
Makes sense, I hope.
The first recorded antacid was an amalgam of ambergris and musk. Since ambergris could only be obtained from Wales, it wasn't readily available to all.
Are you serious?
No. Would it interest you to know?
No, at this moment, it would not.
90% of the world's population have fecal matter on the bottom of their shoes.
From a Shibini cebus,
A what?
Capuchin.
Jungle Jim's monkey bananas is of the Capuchin variety. It's named thus for their uncanny resemblance to the Capuchin monks an offshoot of the Franciscan order. They have...
Motile flagellates in the poop date the freshness to 5 days ago.
Did you know that the earliest production of wine took place in 6000 BC in what is now Iran?
From grapes. Rice was used in China in 7000 BC.
Is there anything you don't know?
Yes, the murder weapon. The ancient Sumerians were prone to spreading gold dust over the body during funeral rites.
Did the Sumerians chop up the body into little tiny bits first?
Not to my knowledge.
What is this?
A black pearl?
Pearls, symbolizing eggs or rebirth and resurrection, were used in many South Seas funeral rites.
Did they chop up the bodies into little tiny bits first?
I've begun to apprehend your point, Dr. Sarai. The slowest meteorites travel at 25,000 miles per hour.
Uh-huh.
I'm not just spouting useless facts. You do not have a chance of recreating those velocities with a glorified blowgun. You simply want to fire a cannon at a dummy.
Staying or going?
Another set of eyes and ears taking note can never be amiss. Bones account for approximately 15% of the mass of a human being. Given that the total bone mass here comes to 8.9 kilograms, that would suggest a human being who weighed approximately 59.333333 kilograms.
Which is minus 210 degrees Celsius or minus 346 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's unnecessary to say degrees Celsius. It's implicit.
Shh. When I drop this super cooled turkey...
Once again, technically, not super cooled.
Isn't that... it's Angela's dad.
It's not uncommon for men to fear their lover's male parent.
You know what creeps me out? The way that English people say lover.
You know, attacking Vincent like that clearly indicates that what he said is true.
The blues is known as the devil's music because those most adept are thought to have made a pact with the devil and thus fear no earthly law because they're already doomed to eternity in hell.
Harsh.
The average chocolate bar has 8 insect legs in it. Pencil lead, which, of course, is not lead at all.
There's a blood stain on the bathroom wall.
Yeah, someone smashed the victim's head against the wall, knocked him out, and then came back, finished him off with a shot to the chest. Very cold-blooded execution, in fact.
How did you know that?
I eavesdropped on the cops. Also, they're looking for something that was used to smother the sound of the shot.
Why do you have a gun?
What? Okay. I'm English, all right? We don't use guns. We use our foreheads. What you've just picked up is most likely the murder weapon.
Why would the murderer hide the gun in your stuff?
Perhaps because the murderer sussed me out as the type of fellow who'd be smart enough to get rid of it. Evidently, he didn't expect you to be here when I discovered it.
Maybe we should get rid of it.
You and I are not in collusion.
Why not?
Because you're the type of moron who goes to jail for a murder he didn't commit, and I am not.
Then what do we do?
Okay, what I should do is kill you with the gun and then tell the cops that you attacked me after confessing to the murder. Aye. Look, I know whatever you're doing is very important. It's... Ceasing!
Hey,
What's up?
be glad you're a pasty Brit albino, Vinny.
Cheers. I need to talk.
Oh no.
200 million unregistered guns in the country. This one finds its way into my gear.
Anybody touch it?
Did anybody touch it?
Zach did.
Legally, if it's with my stuff, can I just, claim it as my own and toss it into a volcano?
Well, Caroline is an officer of the court. She has to report it, right?
I sure as hell do now.
38, right? Matches the murder weapon.
Zach touched it.
Will you two let me do some of the detecting, please? Saturday night special. Totally disposable.
My theory? It's the murder victim's gun. Taken away from him by persons unknown who shot him in the chest, then hid it here, thinking that Vincent would find it, panic, and throw it away because he's, well, English.
Who's this now?
Jack Hodgins, very successful crime novelist.
They never get anything right.
I'm not going to fare well in jail. I'm lovely.
Don't worry about it, Vincent. I'll bail you out. You too, Zach.
Leprechauns are thought to explode if you touch them with a broom handle.
A, these remains show no signs of being exploded, and B, I think you can guess B.
There are no such things as leprechauns.
This is good. We're developing a shorthand.
Oh, a midget wrestler.
No, midget is not the proper term. As a scientist, you should be aware.
It may not be the proper term, Dr. Brennan, but I can assure you, correct or not, midget wrestling is an American pastime. As wrong as that may be. Were you aware that Marilyn Monroe had 6 toes on 1 foot?
Keep looking, Mr. Nigel Murray.
During the American Civil War, diseases such as typhoid fever, dysentery, and tuberculosis killed twice as many men as battle wounds.
That could be relevant.
It is not.
Why?
This was not a Civil War casualty.
Reconstructive surgery.
Titanium screws.
Which were not introduced until the mid-60s. Completely relevant to the matter at hand, I believe. Some male spiders are known to actually pluck their webs like a guitar to attract the females.
Someone should tell him it's drummers that get the girls.
Okay, I'll have to remove the rest of the clay first. Oh, I will get you to praise me, Dr. Brennan. I will have you look at me with admiration and astonishment at my essay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nigel Murray. Were you speaking to me?
No, Dr. Brennan. I was running through my knowledge of clay.
Did you clean the victim's teeth?
A small sign of respect for a dentist.
If you want praise, I'd concentrate on the sternum. If I were you, something hit him there, hard. Let's see if we can't figure out what that was and whether it killed him.
Okay. Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. The victim was killed by rhubarb?
Approximately 10 kilos.
All right. I'm usually pretty good with following your jumpy little brain, but you've totally left me in the dust on this one.
If you can acquire for me the rhubarb, I can deliver unto you a skeleton free of clay. Rhubarb!
How did you work this up without me?
When I told Dr. Soroyan that the sternum wound was not caused by a hunting arrow, my brain jumped to different types of arrows, which led me to the image of a giant wasp, which was silly. But which then led me to stinging nettles, which are covered in thousands of tiny little arrows, and on the tip of each tiny little arrow is a drop of oxalic acid, which not only stings, but works very well at dissolving silicates.
Silicate causes clay to adhere.
And rhubarb is full of oxalic acid.
Okay, next time someone says your brain is a jumble of disconnected chaos, you just send them to me.
People say that.
Looks like cause of death to me.
Cause of death? Yes. But I cannot discern the cause of death, so to speak.
Okay, bugs and slime, pal. Different discipline entirely, sorry.
There appear to be 3 separate fractures on the skull. We couldn't see them before because all of the fracture lines connect.
Okay, so the victim was hit 3 times instead of once.
Dr. Brennan thinks that the brain was pierced when the skull was hit.
Brain piercing. Yeah, sounds very death-causing to me.
The beveling on the exterior of the skull suggests that all 3 fracture points emanate from inside the skull. His forehead exploded from the inside out.
Again, very deathy. Wait a minute, what would cause someone's forehead to explode from the inside?
I was hoping that you'd say it had something to do with those bulbous, seedy jobbers that I thought were spider eggs.
No. I mean... Oh. Wow.
Wow? What wow?
Do you know what Vincent Nigel Murray is? He's a genius.
Yes, but so are we all.
The same kind of process that causes tree roots to destroy pipes.
Pollen from the egg sac is from hickory pine trees, but they don't grow where the body was found.
She didn't even want me to help her examine the bones.
Okay, you're not listening to me.
Yes, the keening shriek of intern anxiety is interfering with my hearing.
I distinctly remember saying to you once, "Good job, Mr. Nigel Murray." I'm saying it again now.
Cheers. Brilliant, that.
Please tell me it's a match.
It is, in fact, a perfect match for the injury to the victim's ankle. Yeah? Cheers. Brilliant.
No, she didn't say anything.
I discerned a little glint of approbation in her eye. You know, it was widely rumored that Pope Clement XIV was killed with a cup of poisoned chocolate.
Was he a good pope or a bad pope?
He was no Urban VI.
Oh, no, of course not.
Oh, who, by the way, was the answer to my record-breaking daily double win on Jeopardy? The category, of course, torture. Oh, you know, there are many fine universities in England, Oxford and Cambridge, of course, but there's also...
You so much as mention leaving the country to my daughter, and I will choke you on your own trivia and stuff your lifeless body in a locker.
Then again, Georgetown's lovely.
It's closer.
Close.
No interesting facts off that?
Yeah. In fact, the satisfaction that human beings take from fantasizing it's directly related to... no, I don't... There's no facts on... Interestingly, the cacao tree is a species of the genus Theobroma, which translates from the Latin as the food of the gods.
What would actually be interesting is an explanation of the paramortem fractures, Mr. Nigel Murray.
Of course.
Looks like a small rock.
Oh, rock was the subject of my only disputed Jeopardy answer.
Is this relevant, Mr. Nigel Murray?
The category was famous Jameses. The question, he is widely considered the best rock guitarist of all time. So, obviously, my answer, who is Jimmy Page? No, it's not the response. The response they're looking for, who is Jimi Hendrix?
Mr. Nigel Murray?
I know, Jimi Hendrix. Okay, first of all, Jimmy Page is a better musician. That's a fact. Also, Jimi Hendrix, his original birth name is Johnny. So he doesn't even belong in the category.
That wasn't relevant at all, Mr. Nigel Murray. Take a microslice of the cyst and have Dr. Hodgins identify the foreign object.
Jimmy Page is always relevant. Dr. Soroyan, have you a minute? Interestingly, English Quakers believed that violence among the poor would be ameliorated if they could be persuaded to give up alcohol in favor of chocolate.
I thought you had something to show me.
Oh, yes, I found another perimortem injury. Also,
Last one. Mr. Nigel Murray, make it good.
Right. Milton Hershey, who had great success spreading chocolate amongst the masses, was also a, drum roll please, you're not going to do it myself, a Quaker.
Huh. It's actually sort of interesting.
You're abnormally quiet today.
Thank you.
But usually by now you'd have buried me in factoids about guns and historical assassinations.
Yes. For example, were you aware...
Why are you pinching your lips shut?
I find that it helps prevent me from blurting. My sponsor believes that it's very important that I restrain my compulsion to use facts to keep people at arm's length emotionally, and that I should actually be having more conversations like this, which I find awkward.
Would it help if we turned to the case in front of us?
God, yes. Cause of death is what weapon, aside from a shotgun, fired at very close range, could cause this type of fragmentation?
Finding the answer starts with asking the correct question. You just asked the correct question.
Here's a raisin falling in milk.
Did someone just drop a raisin into some milk? You wanted to see me?
Yeah, I want to show you something on the robe.
Oh, good.
What? You seem nervous.
Truth be told, I thought that you might be upset that I'd told the world I was sleeping with your wife.
Vincent, you were drunk. Come on, I understand.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, the robe.
Yeah, just take a look at the epithelial cells through the microscope.
Mm-hmm. They look no different than before to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I was just checking. Thanks.
Oh, no, you're welcome. And you're absolutely sure that you're okay with this whole Angela business?
Do you really think I'm that petty?
No, of course not. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You are a kind and understanding man, Dr. Hodgins.
Oh.
Were you aware that Tyrannosaurus Rex had fused facula?
Right, I think my aunt has that.
Did you know that chicken skin gloves were the height of fashion in the 17th century? It's not pertinent.
Okay. Now, give it a try.
Ah! It works!
Now, if your math is correct, you are now as strong as a T-Rex.
These components will exert the appropriate degree of force, both resistive and motive.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Are you ready to represent the human race?
Always.
Life or death, huh?
Dr. Soroyan, you are about to witness the first confrontation between man and dinosaur.
I'm the man.
Thanks for the hint.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh!
Oh, come on. Okay.
The average Homo sapien isn't even a tenth the size of a T-Rex, and yet we are still able to defeat it on the field of battle. I mean, granted, arm wrestling is a very narrow field, but it is a field nonetheless. Please don't make me leave.
No, you don't have to leave.
I love being here. Just don't make me leave.
We love you here. We don't want you to leave.
Please don't make me go. I don't want to go. It's been lovely being here with you.
No, you can stay here with us as long as you like, Vincent. You're my favorite. Everyone knows that, right, Booth?
Oh.
Hey guys. Let us handle that, okay?
Okay, here you go.
Do you want to say something?
What? Me? I barely knew him.
That's true. Booth only ever called Mr. Nigel Murray the English intern.
Well, some of us were worried that you wouldn't make it.
I stopped to get this.
Right, because nothing says rest in peace like a potted plant.
Did I do something wrong?
No. Honey, you did something exactly right.
You know, Vincent gave me a great piece of advice. He said, the busiest shopping hour the entire year is between 3 and 4 on Christmas Eve. So I never shop during that time.
Oh, he told me that Quebec City in Canada has the same amount of street crime as Disney World. So, safe place to visit.
Vincent informed me that the crack of a whip was actually the tip, breaking the sound barrier.
He told me that the top of the Eiffel Tower is actually 6 inches shorter in the wintertime, so it's better to climb it then.
Vincent's favorite song was "De Lime de Coconut."
Seriously? Because it's my jam. Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for a lime. She put the lime in the coconut and drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut and drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut and drank them both up.
She put the lime in the coconut and called the doctor, woke him up, said,
Doctor, is there nothing I can take? He said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache.
Now let me get this straight.
You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut. Called Dr. Wolf said, Doctor, is there nothing I can do?